Premier Media's Mining Weekly is interviewing Anil Agarwal, the chairperson of Vedanta Resources, the large India-headquartered company that has invested significantly in zinc mining in South Africa. What is the size and the state of Vedanta Group's investment in South Africa to date? And what is your comment on the financial return that it is generating?
When 2018, when I came with Prime Minister Modi, he was sentimentally very attached because Mahatma Gandhi was started his freedom fighting movement from South Africa. So he has asked me what investment we can do in South Africa, and he says, can we do big investment, not small? And I said, whatever you think, and we said $1 billion investment we'll make in South Africa and create a job, massive job. So that was the beginning. And then Gamsberg, we opened the mine, and we have so far invested $500 million. We are going to invest another $500 million for a smelter and making the final product. Government been working with us, and they have declared that zone as the export economic zone. And Northern Cape, to trust me, it was completely deserted, but it has a lot of potential, and there was no job for the people. So we have been, government work with us and creating an industrial hub in that area, because they have a human resource, they have a natural resource, they have a lot of female. We have taken almost 25-30% female, not only mining side, even for the administration, for the leadership. We have taken we have employed the 3,000 people now. We are going to employ another 2,000 people once the smelter is ready, and that will complete our 1 billion investment. It can happen very soon also. We need two things. One is power security. Power is a big thing, and we also alternatively looking, because alternative power, renewable power has a big potential in South Africa. We are today leading in India for producing renewable power. I have asked my people to look at not to be dependent. Both we work. One is the government is assuring us that with their ESCOM is a beautiful company. You know, democratic country. No democratic country government does not run the business. ESCOM can be privatized. Trust me, it can have a huge potential. At least 50 to 100% more power can be generated. So that government should consider. And speed is very important, because people are suffering and they need power. So we need power. And the other thing is to reach up to the port. There is a gap of railway line, which is a very simple one track railway line, which government has to make. And I believe the government has taken initiative, and if they can build that, that will help the entire zone for developing the industry. I believe that whatever we have done this survey, our consultant has shown that there can be 50 to at least 50 new industry can come up in that area. So, but this is our plan, and I wish to do it as quickly as possible. I really want to give you a time, but time is all connected with the infrastructure. If I know that infrastructure is going to provide it now and it will be available, I can tell you that I can have 500 million to be invested within 12 to 18 months time. But it all depends on the power supply and the railroad.
So that is infrastructure which is constrained in South Africa, and it is a situation where it is part of the public sector. You are part of the private sector. You're willing to invest, but you need the public sector to come to the party. But I see that already you have come to the party with energy because your company has begun to make plans to generate its own renewable solar power.
Not only solar, even the wind. We have seen the velocity of the wind is quite favorable. So we are working on it. Power and railroad. If it comes, not only you trust me, this will be the most favorable zone because it can produce lowest cost of the product because human resources are very much available and they are innocent. They have not seen the urban and they're still very, very innocent, very hardworking. So this is what our plan is.
And has the BRICS summit lifted your confidence at all?
One thing for sure, the interest rate. The big boys keep increasing the interest rate. We can't afford. India, South Africa. That's why they're forming up the new bank. And this bank can trade into the local currency. And they've already formed and they've already appointed a CEO who spoke very well. She was a great lady. And this will not have a pressure on the local people because from the local currency you can build your country. And the BRICS is so popular today. There are at least 20-30 companies lining up to be part of BRICS. So this is I find the corporation, they are looking to form a digital and artificial intelligence committee to help each other. They are looking a committee. They have formed a committee for the ESG sector where the carbon neutral can be possible. So these things are happening.
If we do get our infrastructure right here, if you get that rail and if you get the energy that you need, what is the potential here?
The zinc and the metal downstream, which has a huge potential in South Africa, galvanizing, pharmaceutical, chemical, all this require all around the world. And South Africa can be the attractive to produce this and is a land of entrepreneur. I find this time a lot of entrepreneurs are there. So it's a land of entrepreneur, is a land of opportunity. So that's how I look at. Consequently, we have Zambia, as you know, we were there for last 20 years. I always said the Zambia could have been another Chile because they have more resources. Everything was there, but the consistent policy of the government is important. So people have to make a long-term investment. So Zambia also, we will put all our effort because for me, I love Africa. So we have a business in South Africa. That's how I was looking for Anglo. South Africa, Zambia, we have Namibia, we are in Liberia. So lot of some people believe you have to have some patience. You have to work with the local people, and you look at only for me, and short-term return is not going. Don't come to Africa. You have to follow the governance. You have to look at the long term, and you have to take the society and the people with you.
What do you see happening with your investment in Namibia?
Namibia, but the power cost is very high. It is probably highest in the world. So we are working with the government. Government is also working with us, and we all are ready to start production. And we are looking forward. We are closely working with them as and when they give us a reasonable price of power. Otherwise, it's unviable to continue that plant. So we are working on it.
And how much importance do you place on processing with clean energy, processing your ore with clean energy? Is it important from a sales point of view when you want to try and sell your product? Is greenness finding a premium? Can we have green zinc that fetches more money?
It's all about the awareness. The technology company want to buy the green copper, green aluminum, green zinc. So it's not been developed yet fully, but the consciousness has been developed. So once you have a zero carbon, and beautiful norms are there. And one is the zero carbon, at the same time ESG. ESG does not mean only carbon neutral, it also taking society, how you take care of the society.
What, in your view, should be the biggest takeaway from this interview I'm having with you now?
South Africa has a huge potential. They have gone through the transition, and the transition has gone. Now, one thing they must do it, people who are getting richer, people who are getting comfortable, must carry the society. It should be not only me, me, me. It should be, we have a saying in India called Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, means the whole world is our family. So once South African by nature, they are like that. But people who are getting richer, they are doing, but they should be very much aware that the money which they are making, they are trustee of that money, and they should take the society with them. And more they help the society, more and more prosperous this country, and they will be.
That was Creamer Media's Mining Weekly, speaking to Anil Agarwal, the chairperson of Vedanta Resources.